Hello, my name's Michael Matusik and I'm an independent property analyst. I'm standing on the site of a new townhome development in Brisbane's prestigious western suburbs. Treetops at Kenmore is in a prime location, being just 5 to 10 minutes from all the essential facilities such as major shopping, medical centres, schools, daycare, recreation and a range of public and private transport options. Treetops at Kenmore, when complete, will hold 96 townhomes. There is considerable need for such developments in Brisbane's west. I know this both from a professional and personal point of view. Professionally, my firm has worked on several new townhome projects across Brisbane's western suburbs, including Treetops at Kenmore's over recent years. There is strong demand for this type of housing, but it's extremely difficult to obtain council approval to build new townhomes like Treetops at Kenmore in Brisbane. And personally, as I've lived in Brisbane's western suburbs for close to 4 decades and lived on acreage just around the corner from Treetops at Kenmore for 15 of those 40 years. So for the next few minutes, why not join me as I outline to you why I think Treetops at Kenmore is worth a closer look. Let's start from the top. The project will be developed in 3 stages and Treetops at Kenmore will be complete, weather permitting, by the end of calendar 2023. Treetops at Kenmore is a joint venture between listed global real estate company City Developments Limited and Metro Property Development. Singaporean-based CDL is one of the largest development companies in the world, and it is a first-tier real estate company, on par with, say, Lendlease or Stockland. CDL has a proven track record of completing their projects to specifications, on time and on budget. They are currently developing several new residential projects across Australia, including in Brisbane. Metro is an Australian company with offices in 4 capital cities. They have delivered over 50 housing projects totaling some 6,000 dwellings over the past decade. So Treetops at Kenmore is under construction, is securing off-the-plan sales and is backed by 2 development companies with real economic grunt. This is comforting in the current period of building uncertainty. A master planned infill housing project is rare in Brisbane. Most of the time, new infill housing in Brisbane is on small sites holding just rows of townhouses or an apartment tower or 2. Very little is supplied by the way of on-site amenity in Brisbane's infill housing developments. Most of them just maximise yield. Treetops at Kenmore's planned approach is more akin to what is seen in Melbourne's middle ring suburbs. In Melbourne, such developments help create their own community. A quick scan of Treetops at Kenmore's development shows 20% of the development is dedicated to green space, and the resident recreational facilities include a pool, sun deck area, barbecue and private seatings. All townhomes are in duplex arrangements, allowing more private courtyard space, acoustic privacy and maximising internal light penetration. Townhome siting maximises views and solar orientation. All townhomes are 2 or 3 levels, each with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms and double lock-up garages. All residents include a very high standard of finish of what I like to call the 4 Fs: fixtures, fittings, facilities and finish. Inclusion of industry-leading environmentally sustainable materials and provisions, including solar power and an e-car charger to every home. In addition, my firm was recently engaged to find similar development sites, such as Treetops at Kenmore in Brisbane's western suburbs, for an interstate-based developer. In short, we couldn't find any. There is a lack of similar sized sites across Brisbane's western suburbs. Treetops at Kenmore is one of a kind. Now let's take a wider view of the market. At its core, understanding the real estate market is easy. It's all about demand versus supply. When demand exceeds supply, prices rise. And when the opposite occurs, prices fall. So let me explain to you what is happening with local demand and supply. The demand for new housing across Brisbane's western suburbs is very strong. This can be witnessed by sales volumes. They've increased by 30% across the local area over the past 2 years. Dwelling values, they have increased substantially too, up 50% for detached housing since 2019 and up 20% for older townhouse resales over the same time period in the local area. The median house price is now $1.3 million and the median townhouse resale value, and remember these are older dwellings often with just 3 bedrooms and 1 secure car parking space, is currently $910,000. Downsizing locals. Our work suggests that over 70% of Treetops at Kenmore's townhomes will sell to owner residents, and many of these will be downsizers. Many locals have been waiting for a development like Treetops at Kenmore for some time, and the recent strong price growth allows locals to sell and downsize in style. Weekly rents. They are up 33% since the start of the COVID pandemic. Undersupply of new homes. Excluding Treetops at Kenmore, there has only been 8 new residential developments started in the local area, totalling just 90 dwellings over the last 5 years. Limited resales. There are just 190 dwellings listed for resale across postcode 4069, and this is down from 400 2 years ago. The 190 properties for resale means just 2.5 months worth of supply. 2 years ago, that was over 7 months supply. Tight vacancy rate. There is just 25 homes available for rent, down from 120 rental vacancies 5 years ago. The current rental vacancy rate is 1.4%. Looking forward, our in-depth analysis of the Australian housing market suggests that despite rising interest rates, Brisbane's housing values are about 5% undervalued when compared to mortgagee household incomes. We think that a worst-case scenario, Brisbane's housing values will remain stable over the next 3 to 5 years, while Sydney and Melbourne are likely to see prices fall. When this has happened in the past, more people have moved to Brisbane from interstate, adding further demand to areas like Brisbane's western suburbs. And why is Brisbane's western suburbs so popular with new interstate and overseas migrants? Whilst Treetops at Kenmore is very close to a lot of essential things, there are 3 things I know that are of great importance to local residents. Firstly, lifestyle venues like Wild Canary, my past local, and it's just a few minutes walk from Treetops at Kenmore. Secondly, education. There are 13 schools within the Kenmore catchment, many of which are the best in Brisbane. Thirdly, transportation. A major park and ride bus transfer station is just across the road from Treetops at Kenmore, linking residents to all parts of Brisbane and beyond. And I ask you, where can you be close to nearly everything you need and still buy a brand new 4-bedroom townhome under $1 million and be within 30 minutes of an international airport? I want to close by talking a bit more about Treetop at Kenmore's townhomes. There are many things I like. Duplex siting, more private open space, acoustic privacy and more sunlight. Public living space, all on one level. Northerly orientation. Open plan galley kitchen with ample storage with downstairs water closet. Elevated large private outdoor entertainment area. Private garden space with secluded outdoor drying and storage areas. Double lock-up garage. Private and secluded front door entry. Private residential space all on one level. Large master plan bedrooms separate and private from the other bedrooms. Master bedroom with walk-in robe and 4-point ensuite. 3 equally sized bedrooms, all with robe space and well positioned for acoustic privacy. Second bathroom with separate shower and bath. Large separate laundry with WC. Treetop at Kenmore's prices in Stage 1 start from $965,000. Their townhomes are sized between 220 and 280 square metres. Treetops at Kenmore is priced between $3,800 and $4,500 per square metre. New apartments in Brisbane's west of similar quality currently cost around $10,000 per square metre. Many of these new apartments are half the size of the Treetop at Kenmore's townhomes. Buying at Treetops at Kenmore gets you twice the home for less than half the price, and I know what I would choose. I would rather downsize in style.